Hello everybody, I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. So this time maybe some noise or some noises may come into this recording, but actually so please forgive them. So anyway, so maybe there is a construction near here or near this recording place, but actually so this time I'm going to make this record in this situation. So maybe as I have told you, so you can, I think you may hear occasional noises of constructions or maybe something like that. So please enjoy this episode, including that construction noise. So this time, what I'd like to talk about is don't receive works to start with, or do not receive works to start with. So in most cases, I think this is really this may sound really weird because most people, so especially people who do not have jobs, wants to get works or get jobs, and maybe so of course there are many lazy people who do not work actually, but actually so for example, if you do not have income, so if you do not have some sources of income, so if you do not have, for example, any job, so people in such a situation may want to get some jobs or occupations. So thinking about which, so this title may sound weird or bizarre, but actually, so if you really want to work efficiently, or if you want to raise your own performance as a worker or as a player in your market or in the field of your works, so this idea is necessary. This idea, which is do not receive works to start with. So I think many people say the same stuff. That is because so each person can't handle, like each person can't finish too many works or too many things to do. So that which means, so for example, so this is one of the features of able workers, but so such able workers do not take responsibilities of works, or such able workers or such excellent workers do not receive works to start with, and which is why those able people or those excellent workers can make a sort of their own works, or those excellent workers can arrange their own works, which is why they can get higher performances in their work. So they can mark their higher performances in the fields of their working fields, or they can mark their own higher performances in their working fields. So thinking about which, so of course some people are eager to take a lot of works, but such people are likely to, or chances are such people end up with finishing nothing or few things to do. So in such a case, those works assigned, or those works distributed to those people can be detrimental for the companies or the organizations those people belong to, because those people those people are the type of people who are eager to, or who want to take a lot of works but can't finish most of them. So one of the features of such type of people is that they can't, as I have told you, so they can't finish most of the works. That type of people have a lot of works. So such type of people are really dangerous or detrimental or disadvantageous to the companies or to the organizations those that type of people belongs to. So in such a case, for example, so if you are employer or if you are entrepreneur or if you are on some person if you are on some personal positions who can hire new employees, for example. So you should be careful of that type of people, because such type of people they take a lot of works, but actually that type of people cannot finish most of their own works. Anyway, so which is why, so if you'd like to, for example, if you are thinking of becoming workers, and if you'd like to get promoted in the workplaces you'd like to work in, or if you'd like to get promoted in the current workplaces, for example. So in such a case, so you should you should remember this idea. I'm introducing in this episode. So the idea is, as I have told you, do not receive works to start with. So in this phase, I'd like to tell you the conclusion of this episode. The conclusion is, if you'd like to become managers or get managerial positions, you should learn how to let others work for you. This is also useful for founding companies. So which is why I began to talk about promotions for the premonition of this conclusion. So premonition or the signs as the sign indicating the conclusion of this episode. So for example, if you are thinking of raising your own incomes, so it's the most efficient way, or maybe one of the most efficient way was and having the least risks is to become a manager in the workplaces you belong to, or so the most efficient way with the least risk is to become managers in your workplaces. And or anyway, so what is recommendable? What recommendable action is to become managers, or get some managerial positions in your current workplaces, or you can switch the company, or you can move to another different company if you want. You can free, in the case of, for example, in the case of the labor markets of United States of America, people frequently move from one company to another. In such as if you are in such countries, and thinking about that most frequent listeners live in this country, and I'm sorry for that huge or large noises of construction sites, but actually, so thinking about that many frequent listeners of this podcast live in the United States of America. So maybe you should, anyway. But even if many frequent listeners are in such situations, they should, or you should think of getting higher positions or getting higher ranks in workplaces. Which means you should focus on the promotions in those workplaces, and you can get higher incomes. So, and another one, but so thinking about becoming managers or getting managerial positions, you should think about it. You should take this idea into consideration. So do not receive works to start with is I think you should set this idea as a motto for becoming managers, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So, and of course this is also useful for becoming the president or entrepreneurs founding your own companies. So managers are kind of the business leaders of small companies, thinking about which, of course. Thinking about the risks managers take. So entrepreneurs or the founders of companies have a lot of or higher risks than the managers in huge companies. So thinking about such a situation or condition. So, but actually, so if you'd like to get some managerial positions, or if you'd like to launch some companies, so you should learn, as I told you, you should learn how to let others work for you, or how to have other people work for your companies. So which is how you can raise your own incomes. So in other words, without learning how to let others work for you, or without learning how to have others work, how to have others move or work in favor of you. So I think it's really difficult for you to get a lot of works, and I think it's really, so without learning such a thing, I think it's really tough for you to even handle or even process your own works, because even managers have stuff to do. And to start with, if you really want to take a lot of works, and if you take or receive a lot of works, or a lot of responsibilities of works, so you I think you are going to get stuck, or you can, I don't think you, not I don't think, I think you are going to end up with finishing no work, or no responsibility, or you, so, or at most you may be able to finish or accomplish some little amount, or small amount of, or small number of works, or small number of responsibilities. But actually, so I think if you get too many works to do, so I think you are going to end up with having many works which are not finished, and which cannot be finished without for example, without the supervision, or without the proving by other people. So which is why I don't recommend you taking a lot of works, or receiving. I don't recommend you receiving a lot of works. So I rather, so if you not if you, so to stave off a lot of works, so you should learn how to reject the works. So which I think is a first step for becoming a real excellent worker, or real excellent workers, using plural terms, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So I'm thinking of repeating the title of this episode. So the title is do not receive, or don't receive works to start with, and the conclusion is, if you'd like to become managers or get managerial positions, you should learn how to let others work for you. This is also useful for founding companies. So that's it. And I'm sorry for the noises, or the noise of construction sites. So that's it. Thank you very much for your listening. See you.